Welcome back, episode 3, Dalek build. I'll show you where I'm up to. Right, here we are. As you can see, I've altered the main framework, brought it more outside, to the outside at Dalek, because just weren't enough room for me, my knees and my feet to move. So as you can see, I've put 3 pieces of 2x2 on the outsides. And it's absolutely solid now, that top piece, it doesn't move at all. So that's what I've done there. What I'm going to do next is use some of them thinner struts there on the front and the sides here, just up here on each side, to support the plywood skirt panels when I put them on. So I'll just show you what I've done with controller. Right, controller's mounted. All I've done with that is just put a small shelf bracket underneath, so it folds down like that, and lift it back up, pull that bracket up, and that's in position, nice and firm. So on the back I've tidied this up so these 2 loops of wire for each motor are actually inside where they need to be. You just see that there inside the footprint. And this power unit, all I've done is bend these 2 little brackets back at each side so that it just lifts off when I need to get batteries out or charge them up. So I'll hook that back on, and that's it, that's solid enough. So the cable fit control I've just routed under that battery box there with all the cables. So my next job now is going to get these, get the rest of these struts made. I'm going to use this sort of thinner wood here. Get the rest of them made and fastened on, and then I can look at measuring and fixing the skirt panels. So I'll crack on with that then, and I'll come back to you shortly. Plan B. I've decided to stop fitting these struts. I don't need them because they're an absolute nightmare with angles. If you can see, the angles on the top piece are slightly different from the bottom. That's correct how it should be, because in the panels, as you're bringing it up, there's a slight twist on these front panels, and that's how they're constructed. So it's going to be really difficult to try and get any vertical struts at the right angle. So I've had a good think about it, I've had a good look at it, and it is strong enough just to put the plywood panel straight on and screw them top and bottom. If they do need sort of strengthening in the middle, I can put some thin slices of wood on inside and screw them in to keep them together. So that should be strong enough. So I'm going to get on with side panels now, with skirt panels, and start getting them made. Right, show you where I'm up to. I've got quite a few panels cut, as you can see, and fitted. So it's coming on nicely. Just show you on the other side. So that's coming on well. I've put some bracing pieces on each side between the actual panels themselves. You can see down there, to get the joints tighter together. Really difficult to cut. I made a couple of bad cuts, so we're going to have to buy some more plywood. So this is where I'm doing all my cutting. If you look on that right hand piece of wood there, look, if you can try and focus on them pencil lines, they're the sort of angles I'm looking at. So you've only got to lose concentration once, and that's a scrap piece. So I'll carry on, get these 2 front pieces fitted, get back pieces cut and fitted, and then I'll show you how far we are. Right, we're back in garage now. I've had a day of cutting panels and screwing them on. They're all weird angles. It'll take some cutting. And there's obviously there's that twist as well, as you can see, between top and bottom. Got different angles between top one and bottom one. So took some doing. So what I'm doing now, before I start putting any filler in these gaps and joints and sanding it, I'm going to get the holes drilled for the hemispheres. There's a total of 56 hemispheres to go on. all the way around, and I think they're 4-inch diameter hemispheres. So I've gone round, because we've got different angles at the front and the back and everything else. Some are almost vertical, and these are quite shallow angles. So I've borrowed a laser level, just a self-leveling one to get the right line all the way around. I've been round it with a spirit level a few times. You can see there's 2 or 3 lines. Every time you get round to the other end, you're probably about 10 mil out. Obviously not the most accurate thing spirit levels, but laser level's better. So what I'm going to do now is I've put it on the first line. There's going to be a total of four rows from top to bottom, and they're going to be equal all the way around. So I'm going to mark all these lines up. I'll use a black marker pen. I'll go right round the Dalek on all 4 rows, mark them up, and then I can sort of measure up the spacing between panels to get the right space between these hemispheres. So what I plan to do is drill a 6mm hole through each panel, and I don't know what to do about the hemispheres yet, so I'm hoping to be able to put a bit of threaded rod or a 6mm stud from the hemisphere, so I can just literally put them on the front through the hole, and then put a nut and washer on the back to hold them in place. They're obviously removable then. So anyway, that's where we're at. So I'm just going to get this marked up now. That'll be the last job for today. It's getting quite late now. It's nearly 9 o'clock at night, so I'll get all these lines done, and then I'll drilling out in the morning. And then we're looking at doing some filling and sanding. So I'll get these done, and then I'll come back to you in the morning and see where we're at. Okay, cheers for now. Hi, welcome back. Been a few days since I've done any work on it. It's been a little bit too damp with weather, so this is the first day I've got opportunity to do something else. So it's Tuesday, I think it's 14th of December I think. I'll show you where I'm up to. So I'll just spin camera around. Right, here we are. I've got all panels on all the way around now, including back. I've decided to make this a fixed panel rather than a removable one. I can get to all electrics and control unit and batteries from above, so that's not a problem now. So I've got all the holes drilled for the hemispheres that are going on. You can probably see some little 6mm holes. So every panel has been drilled out for that. There's 56 in total, so I just need to figure out how to get them and how to make them or whatever. So right, what I'm doing today is I'm going to get my plane, got electric plane. I'm going to plane all these rough edges off at tops, get all them planed off, get the actual base plate plain smooth. That's all this lot here. Get all that done, and then get some body filler in. I've got some polycell polyfiller wood filler from B&Q. I've done a bit of research and that seems to have a lot of good reviews, so I'm going to get on with this now, and once I've got it all filled up ready for sanding, I'll come back and show you. Right, that's it, all filled. I use electric plane and I've took all high bits off the plane and I've gone round with oak filler, so everything is now totally filled up. All gaps, all blemishes, all screw heads, all imperfections. So that's that sorted out. So next job, when that filler's gone off, I'm going to get my sander on it, get it all sanded down smooth, and get a coat of grey primer on it. Okay, that's all sanded down. Got all the filler sanded down, and I've given it 3 coats of undercoat, base coat, so just to protect it. It's been outside for a few days, so Need to make sure it goes back inside garage and stays warm. So yeah, that's it. So it's not looking too bad. Quite a bit of fine finishing to do on the surface, obviously because it's plywood. There's one or two little tiny bits that need filling, but that's something I can do indoors now. So that's it for this episode. Next episode I'll be looking at starting the shoulder section, which is going to be a bit tricky. So thanks for watching. Please subscribe and give us a thumbs up if you enjoyed this video, and I'll see you next time. Cheers.